Comrades, your eyes and ears do not deceive you. I am back. It's taken some blood, tears, toil and sweat, but I have managed to slay the dragons that faced me over the last few weeks, and I have time again at last to dedicate to our glorious campaign. We have 6 years left before the end, and I think it will be very useful and beneficial for me especially to just quickly review what's happening. It seems we're still fighting against the Martian terrorists here. It's going very well for us, 84% on the way to victory, so that should be wrapped up very quickly. We're also busy with an investment in Uganda and in the new South Sudan, so in 2 days we'll know whether those will bear fruit, and the thing that we'll need here is, of course, action points. Then improving relations with Uganda, just to do some management of our bloc. And then, very importantly, in 2 months, the peace with the United States will come to an end. And a few days ago, somebody left the comment that we should try and liberate Texas. So that is going to be the order of the day, if of course we can manage it. I'm sure the US will put up a fierce resistance, just like they did last time. And it will be quite a struggle, but this will be our last fight with them, I'm sure. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze in another one, because the conflict itself will probably take a year or more, and then we'll still have the truce after that. So we should go for as much as we can in this one. Then, of course, the Israeli, the Solomon Islands, Cuba, these were all the bloc members of the US. And I'm thinking they probably still are. So let's just have a look. If we see the United States here. Yes, so these are all still bloc members of the US. That has not changed. So we'll have to face them as well. I think here again Israel will be the biggest threat. But yes, overall, for the practical purposes, we can probably ignore most of these. It's the US that will be the real challenge. We're busy with the green economy as well as the modernization level 3, and this will be done within the next year. So after that, we'll not have too much time left for new technology, especially not new military technology. So we will pretty much have what we do now, and then with that, we'll have to manage against the US. Let's just have a look at our country again here. It's such a glorious sight, you know. I must say it stirs the soul here. Let's have a look just quickly at the general overview here. What's the situation? We are definitely a totalitarian country at the moment, which is a bit regrettable. I'll see if we can't reverse this course a little bit towards the end, because I wouldn't like us to end off with that kind of situation. Interventionism is moderate, personal control is very high, and of course our militarism has always been extreme, and that's exactly where we want to keep it. Population growth steady there, human development index is very high, and let's just see, warmonger is something that we're facing right now. It's higher than it's ever been before, but I don't think that's any reason to worry, because no one can do anything about it. Economically, we have no debts. Our taxes are at 25%. They're steady at that level. They have been for many years. And the global economy is in an uptick right now. I'm sure that will change once we battle it out with the US again. And finally, the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate here is still 0. So I think we've managed to squash that for the majority of this game. Let's just have a look at the military. Our max capacity is right now over 1,000, but I don't think it's necessary for us to mobilize more troops at the moment. We can start the fight with the US, and then as it becomes necessary, we can augment that. I don't think really they can match this. Let's just have a look quickly. It's good to do your homework. 2213, no, really, it's strange they don't give the total here. It's just we have to add them up, but really they've got nothing to challenge us with, which I must say has been very easy. There was a question regarding that, But I haven't actually been able to find that comment. I just saw it in my notifications. Somebody asking me if how I found the difficulty of this game. And I have to say it hasn't been super difficult at all. I'm sure it will be different with Somalia, but maybe they've changed that in the latest version. This is, of course, not the latest version of the game. So let's get things going. And jump into the fight here. Oh, it was a failure in Uganda. And it was a failure in South Sudan as well. That's not good. Do the final offensive. It seems that's the only thing left. We were busy with the airfields. Now, I don't know how many airfields they have on Mars, but there we go. 6 aircraft. So somehow they're able to get these aircraft from Mars to the Earth. But yes, there we go. And score, we're still second place. So I think we'll have one more of these before the end of the game. And I don't see us changing this dramatically. Defeating the US will help, but we're 7,000 behind them. That's a bit more than I would have liked, but in any case, second is not bad. Failure with Uganda as well. Everything is going south already. Let's see. Voting is happening. Revoke voting. Oh, because we're totalitarian now. No, we'll just accept it. I wonder how easy it will be to get rid of that totalitarianism. Probably not very easy at all. Come on, they've got 4 infantry and 6 aircraft. This can't take too long. Do we have a deadline for this? I'm not sure. We won the fight against a key terrorist group. Their organization has been shattered. So 50 score and -10 unhappiness for our people, because they see that once again we're willing to do whatever it takes to safeguard them. Anti-democratic operation. Can we vote on this, or has this been under vote already? I think it must have been. In defense against imperialism, totalitarian and authoritarian countries will cooperate economically over their personal differences. This treaty was officially ratified by the UN Council. So yes, I think we did vote in favor of this. It would have been silly not to. And we get some more growth, a lot less unhappiness again, so we will not have a problem with that anytime soon, and some more minerals. Let's just have a look. Is there anything happening right now? No, there's nothing being voted on in the UN at the moment, where we are now 7th, which is excellent. Hopefully we can climb a bit more in a very short while. Infantry destroyed. Maybe we should take care of that. Just pause for a moment. Let's just see the stock exchange before I take care of the military. Is everything, we're still waiting for one more member here. That was the US, I think. So we did lose them, but we're still number 1. So let's quickly get some more troops, and then we should be perfectly fine for the final battle. Now, let's just have a look here. Can I still get more? I must admit that I've forgotten how to do that. Here we go. There we go. I was thinking now, something is missing here. There we go. Buy. So let's train another. Let's go overboard. Let's get another 100 troops. This will cost us no minerals, so it's fine. Of course, action points. Again, that's really something that's crippling us. And next time in our Somali campaign, that's something I'm going to have to focus on a lot more. Armor, let's get some more of them as well. Not too many, because we have to balance that cost. Let's just say 15 and leave it at that. But we should go to war right now. There we go. The peace treaty has officially expired. And the battle for Texas can finally begin. So let's see. Diplomacy. No need to bring down our relations any further. They are bad enough. So let's see what will happen. War declaration effects. Relations will drop even further. War effects and so on. Yes, so these are our blocks, of course. And you can see that we are 8 times, well, a bit less than 8 times better than them in terms of our army power. So let's kick this thing off and commit everything. Start. And let's just go into the battle before I unpause, or I have to unpause first. There we go. Assign it and get us a front along the coast of Texas. Red Cross parcels. The Red Cross, oh, come on, the war has literally not even started and they're already distributing aid packages to help those affected by the war. Well, that's awfully nice of them, but I hope we get some of that. Should we help? This could be very useful for our forces, indeed. Unhappiness will go up, army maintenance will drop quite a lot actually, and war losses will increase. No, let's help with the distribution. Let's see if we can get that foothold. Strangely, it's happening in Mozambique, but anyway, they're giving up on that. We should be able to nuke them now because we're totalitarian as well. Come on, don't start giving me losses already. And yes, we've lost that one already. Capture the roads. Let's have a look at that. So do get ready for many setbacks here, but that's okay. Eventually we will break through somewhere. Let's just, okay, it is paused right now, so we can take our time here. Breakthrough, we can try that. It's got a higher chance of success here. Let's try the breakthrough. Obviously they're putting up a lot of a fight there along the coast of Texas. Can we soften them a little bit? Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Like Obama said. I'm sure he didn't mean it this way. Attack on the army. Direct attack on the enemy's units in combat, destroying 8 to 40% of their forces. Success probability is only 25. If we attack their cities, the success is 35, and if we attack their HQ, it's only 15. Warheads cost 76. Good grief, we don't even have that. So we'll only be able to pull off one attack. Maybe two if we, or even three if we attack the HQ. Let's do that. The attack modifier, that will definitely be useful. And I'm not gonna nuke the civilian population. I'm totalitarian, I'm not crazy. Do it. Paused, unpaused. Let's see. Greece is bankrupt. Come on. And what happened? Failed. Oh yes, well the chance was so low anyway. But that's the first time we could actually make use of our nukes to show the world that we're serious about this. Pakistan is bankrupt. Good grief, that has been the most consistent feature of this entire campaign. Let's try another breakthrough. We can nuke them again in a few months, it seems. Speaking of nuking, that's now a different issue. Can we add somebody to the market? Not yet. So it's nuking in a financial sense there. Just clear this. Pakistan is bankrupt. We have 100 new infantry, so bring them all into the fight. Infantry destroyed. Stock exchange in Turkey. Peace treaty expired. India and Nepal are also battling it out right now. That's probably going to be a very one-sided fight there, but interesting. It seems when we kick it off, then the rest of the world take that as a notice to also do the same. Come on, Mississippi. How can we not break through in Mississippi? Do the capture roads. I know it's got a low chance, but the deadliness is not very high. Common threat. What's that thing there of Russia? I just want to have a look at that as well. Due to our insatiable lust for conquest, the countries of the free world have united to fight against us under the banner of the United Nations. What? We now must face this coalition. There can't be too many of them because we know most of the countries in the Security Council are actually authoritarian or totalitarian right now. We now must face this coalition, and to make things worse, they've managed to sabotage our army HQ. What? I agree. Let them try. Ha! fight terrorists. Do they now see us as terrorists, or is this now us seeing them as terrorists? Anyway, the army attack modifier thing is exactly what I didn't want. Alright, just hold on. Pause for one moment. Let's just have a look at this situation. Peace with Russia. Oh, that's something that's still busy. Yes, that was our last fight with them. So here's the coalition. Attack the coalition. Hold on, what does it say here? Coalition attack incoming. So it hasn't arrived yet. I think we should take this time to continue focusing on the US. If we can get a quick victory here, this coalition is definitely doomed. Let's try the supply lines. It's equal and it's not very costly for us. So let's try that. And do hurry up. We've got an incoming coalition here. Not that I'm worried about that. So probably when that timer is full there, they'll attack. But now can I see who is in this coalition? Doesn't seem like it's anything here in the UN itself. Oh well. Some clown states that want to attack us. Maybe now would be a good time to improve our military here. Let's get some more aircraft if we can afford the action points cost, which we can. Let's get 70 more and let's bring more tanks. If they want crazy, I can show them crazy. We'll have a bigger army than the rest of the world combined. Brazil attacked us. There we go. But now the issue is, obviously Brazil is now part of this coalition, but if I now attack Brazil, does that mean now I have to basically fight individual attackers here? So now obviously I don't have much to assign here, just the 15 armor that we created now. Oh well, do it. Supply lines capture, we lost that one. Well, okay. This is what I'm going to do with Brazil and anyone else who tries to attack us. We're just going to hold them off. Ambush or elastic defense. Let's have a look. Since we don't have any infantry in that fight right now, I think we should use, well, it doesn't matter because both are +1 for the armor. So I think let's do ambush. We're going to do now against them what the other countries always do against us. Let's just try taking the US airfields. We have almost 200 aircraft and we lost in Brazil taking the airfields. Or was that them trying to take our airfields? There's nothing happening there. During our last battle, we captured a great general. With such a glorious success, our soldiers' morale is going right up. Excellent. So now we can offset some of that damage there that we had before. Colony crisis from Austria. And of course, they're jelly against us, but too bad for them. Just have a look at this situation. It's very low here. I'm sure the US has taken some measures to help, defend themselves if we should invade them again, which is exactly what happened. With so many low chances, what are we going to manage here? I guess we'll just have to keep trying the supply lines. It's the one with the best chance of success. And Brazil, what are you doing? What are they bringing against us? Quite a lot, actually. We'll have to probably withdraw some of the troops from the US. This could be a very bad thing. A very, very bad thing. How would I do this now? I don't quite want 50%. Let's just take it to about 135. And bring that down, since they have only 85 to about something like that. And then withdraw some of the aircraft as well. With any luck, Brazil will be the only one attacking us and we'll be able to dispatch them handily. I think Navy we don't need so much with the US. Something like that. So let's let this run and we have the green economy, which will be useful if we survive this. And just stop for a moment and now reassign all of those troops to the Brazilian front, which I'm sure will be a big blow to Brazil. Come on. Spies from the United States. Okay, just stop here because I can see this is going nowhere. Let's attack the HQ again. I know it's 15% chance, but that -2 modifier will be so useful. And they gave up their operation and we won. So it seems like the only time we can win against the US is when they give up that particular fight. Which is fine by me. I don't mind winning in that way. It's still winning. Capture the roads. Let's see if we can pull that one off. We might have to settle for a cheaper province or state than Texas, unfortunately. Air supremacy, come on. There we go. Did it work? Failed. That's just not good. Air supremacy lost, of course. Try a frontal advance again. I'm not worried about Brazil. We'll just hold them off for now. Spy report. Our agents have found an opportunity to misdirect some resource shipments of our enemy, Panama specifically, which might be useful because a lot of ships are registered in Panama. They want to know if we should proceed. Of course you should. Lost again. Try airfields again. This is truly the most exciting phase of our whole campaign, probably. Military Operation 1 against Brazil, they gave up, so we're holding them on that front. Let's just, Operation Lost. Let's just stop for a moment because we need a new technology. Maybe something here, post-war rebuild, we've already got that one. Sabotage. We need a religious order, so that's not going to work. What about uniques? Worldwide Star Wars project 800. We can actually do this. We've got so much money. We've got 1 million. Mass space satellite system to increase global nuclear defense. In case one of them tries to actually attack us with nukes, I think this might be a very useful thing to do. Let's do it. Basically, we'll lock it down. No one else will be able to use nukes. Because if we have such a low chance of actually succeeding, then I'm sure they have an even lower one. Let's see, actually we have another one here now. Can we do something about the diplomacy? Push for a global promotional campaign to show off your accomplishments and achievements while we're trying to kill everyone. Why not? I love the irony. While we're invading the US and fighting off Brazil, we're telling the world how wonderful we are. And let's see, let's just actually no, hold on, we need to assign an operation here. So let's have a caucus with our generals and see if we can't find a way through this thing. Infiltration tactics. Again, initial disadvantage. Well, it's low based on the number of units and their modifiers. So it's definitely down to the modifiers. I don't just want to hold them. I definitely want to, break through. Let's try that again. Can we? Break through. It's equal. It's not really equal because we keep losing, but anyway. No! Who did it? Failed against us. Hehehe. That Star Wars thing is very useful, even if it's not the worldwide one yet. What's the environmental degradation looking like? Can we even see that right now? Yes, so we're still just under the climate anomalies. Nothing too major yet. Pakistan is bankrupt again. Operation Lost. Hold on, that was something to do with Brazil. I don't know. Confused now. Go back to the US, we're still trying it here. Someone conducted spread descent operations against our country. We weren't able to catch their agents. Well, you can bet the CIA is somewhere involved there. Lost again. let's see. Try the garrisons again. It's not too deadly. Alright, stock exchange. Let's have a stock break for a second. Just have a look at all of these because we do need the money here. Not really, but you know, long-term thinking. Who else can we add? You too can have a friend. Add me. I'm thinking of a comedy thing. Anyway, another story there. You too can have a friend in Jesus. Add me. Shall we add Japan? I'm not sure. You know, they are our long-standing enemy, but they're not doing anything against us right now. So let's bring them in. Great. So back to the fight. Peace treaty between France and Germany expired, so they might do something again. I think we should assign the rest of the new armor to the US front. The Brazilian front is doing just fine. We still more than outnumber them. We're losing here slightly, but that's because we haven't actually tried anything. Come on. Is this how it ends? Let's try... not pursuit. Focal points, attacks. Capture the key cities. Let's try it. It will definitely fail, but at this point I'm willing to try. We should probably try something else in Brazil now. So let's withdraw that and see if we can. Transport destruction operation. Airstrike. Doesn't look like we have so many options here right now. Oh well, let's try the transport destruction. Nothing more exciting than a multi-front war. Mauritania, precariat revolution. I think we have seen this a couple of times before, but not in Mauritania. The precariat, a class of people without steady job security, have had enough of their grey existence and are calling for an economic revolution that will provide them with acceptable income and psychological welfare. Precariats of the world, unite! No. I'm not going to attack the UN coalition. So there must be more countries than just Brazil. Lost in Brazil. This is not going well. All of it is low. Well, try the airstrike. It's high. Lost again. Is there anything high? Well, airstrike armor destruction is equal. This is down to just purely a technological superiority. Really unfortunate. Immediately it gets knocked back. Well, I'll give it to you, US. You certainly know how to put up a fight. Let's try the frontal advance again until we get to another situation where they're giving up their operation. It's fluctuating there. Lost in the US. We shall never surrender. Take the garrisons. Unhappiness is not too much of a problem yet. Peace treaty between Russia and Poland has expired. And we didn't even make a slight advance there. Okay, let's just stop for a moment and see if we couldn't get something for this 23% war score. Acquire provinces. Let's just have a look again. I think Alaska is affordable for that. 27%. How much do we have again? Just cancel for a second. I've forgotten already. 23. No, if we couldn't even get Alaska, we'll have to break through somewhere again. Close the nuclear program. They'll never go for that. Let's just have a look again. Texas is 59. I don't think that's happening. Chihuahua is 38, so they actually value that higher than Alaska. 47, 28 for the Midwest, but I don't think the Midwest sits up there. This is the Midwest down here. Oh well. Central States 50%, Great Lakes 35, Green Bay 27, 31 for New England. The South is valued really high. Ah, there's my alarm going off. Let me just turn that off. My phone is broken at the moment, so I have to use an online timer, but there we go. Well, I think we'll have to leave this one up in the air. It doesn't look like we can get anything for this score that we've got at the moment. It's a pity they don't offer us the opportunity to bid on Hawaii there. I'm sure we might have been able to afford that. Alaska 27, so we have to go a little bit more. Somewhere we will have to make another breakthrough. We did it twice already, and that's given us 23. Shall we assign something so long? Let's just try. Take the garrisons. We'll just have to keep doing it until they give up. I'm willing to just go a little bit more before I end this episode. We even lose the airstrike against Brazil. We're going to have to do something else here, just to hold them off. What about clearing the skies? We have 91 aircraft, they have 30. Come on. It's got to work. They're just trying to ambush us at the moment, so they're not actually making any breakthroughs. Let's see, USA, you're ambushing, and it's giving you a bit of a modifier there that I would actually have liked you not to have, but anyway. And we can't attack the HQ again. Instantly it's out of the picture. Clear skies lost against Brazil. Okay, stop for a second, and if they're ambushing us, we'll just have to do something similar. We'll just try elastic defense. So we're both just trying to defend against the other. Whereas in the US, luckily each time that we lose an operation, it doesn't cost us our war score. Otherwise we would have had minus 100 by now. Can we do anything? What did we do last time? We got more than just the 2 successes. If I can just remember what it was, it might have been the guard posts. Let's try the guard posts quickly. This incoming attack is bothering me a little bit, because if Brazil is not part of that, then who knows how many countries will be there. It doesn't matter, we'll just have to get the US thing out of the way first. Time is running out. Come on, it just goes down. It's because they managed to sabotage our HQ at the beginning of this whole UN thing. Is there anything we could do against it? Let's just hold the phone for a second. Full scale, I think there was the Great Offensive. That will give us all of our, well, not all of our, but at least one attack modifier. It gives us more militarism, but that's irrelevant. And yes, oh, militarism target will go up, so I guess we can push it beyond 20 then. At least it will give us a +1 modifier, so let's do that. We're going to have to cancel the diplomatic thing. Abort. And get the Great Offensive. Do it. How long will that take though? Let's just let it go for a second. Only a month. Okay, great. So we might actually still be able to do something here. For now, I think let's hold them off. Elastic defense. Let's just institute that for a second and wait until this Great Offensive kicks in, and then hopefully we'll at least stand a better chance to get some more victories here. I think I'll leave it here for now. It's been a very eventful episode. It never seems to go quite our way when we're attacking the US, but that is definitely to be expected. This coalition thing is now a bit of an extra hurdle, but if we can just take them one at a time, we'll be able to manage it. I have no doubt whatsoever. Time is running out, though, 4 years until the end of all things, but even if we are still in a war at that point, that's okay. Then we go out swinging, and I'm all on board with that. Thank you for watching, and at least you won't be having to wait as long for the next episode, because I'm going to make it right after this one. So thank you for waiting so long.